So I happen to live in downtown, Lower Manhattan, and all week my neighbors have been all advised not to freak out when we look out the window this weekend and see airplanes flying a couple hundred miles an hour, a couple feet off the Hudson River. For the first time, the Redbull Air Race has come to the Big Apple, and when they offered to take me up and shake my cookies loose, somehow I couldn't resist. It is, in simplest terms, a race in the sky. Man versus man, gravity, and the clock, as 15 of the hottest pilots in the world take turns running a course of inflatable pylons. If his wings aren't perfectly horizontal or vertical going through the gates, precious seconds are subtracted. And for proof of the risk, check out Australian Matt Hall bouncing his plane off the Detroit River twice during a qualifying flight 2 weeks ago. He survived that day, but was grounded for this weekend.
You can't have any bold rookies in this game. It's not like auto racing.
Right. Can't make a name for yourself by putting one in the river. But you have a parachute to even bother with that?
We do. You know, we call it the world's most expensive cushion.
Mike Gooley is one of two Americans in a game dominated by foreign flyboys. Kirby Chambliss is another, on leave from his day job flying people like you around the country on Southwest. Are you ever tempted when you're in the cockpit for Southwest to do a knife edge or two?
It's like saying, man, there's a Formula One guy. Hey, wouldn't you love to take a school bus and drive it around the track? Not really. This Formula One car is a lot more fun.
Well, I'll be the judge of that. After signing some waivers, watching the safety video, and donning the handsome flight suit, I will pit my intestinal fortitude against an airborne Spaniard named Sergio. Are you going to try to make me lose my lunch? Is it a machismo thing? You'd have to clean the plane, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, you will clean the plane.
I have to clean the plane?
The
cockpit of an acrobatic plane is cozy. The pilots are literally ratcheted into place, all the better to stay seated, all upside down at 230 miles an hour. Hello, New Jersey. We head over beautiful eastern New Jersey, where Sergio eases me in with a couple gentle loops and rolls. The racers call this two-seater the family truckster because it's so much heavier and slower than the competition planes, but it is more than enough to rearrange the anatomy of a novice. That'll clear the sinuses! Whoa! Turns this sharp, at this speed, create brutal and exhausting gravitational forces. In a 6G turn, your head feels like it weighs 100 pounds. Your vision blurs as all the blood rushes into your legs. And these guys have to know which way is up while pulling 12G turns, forces that would wobble an astronaut or a fighter pilot. Just as things move from exhilarating to really uncomfortable, Sergio mercifully heads for Earth. Look at that! It's empty! Woohoo! All right. Did you notice the shade of green there?
Yeah.
It was really hard coming in.
I was making fun of my poor
Yeah, you were saying that's not a sport.
That's not a sport. I stand corrected.
It is. I mean, you need every muscle in your body to keep the blood into your torso and your head because of the G-forces. And these guys lift weights, and they're incredibly fit to do this. I felt like I'd been in a car accident the next day.
Have you ever seen your face stretched in those expressions ever again? I mean,
every Saturday morning.
Every Saturday morning.
It was fun. It's fun. We'll be rooting for those guys this weekend.